FarmtruckandAZN YouTube channel,
where it is what it isn't.
Oh, I'm ready. Are you ready?
So this has been a half show project that's been ongoing for how many years?
I stopped counting after 5.
Yeah. So it's you know, this is such a unique build with so many different hands and so many different engineers that have graced this thing that it's difficult to know where to start and stop. So it's a continuous, you know, they say, well, a race car's never done.
Yeah.
This is a level above that. And I don't know if no one will ever get this done. We will all die and this thing still won't be done. So it's just a continuation of fixing what breaks, finding the weak links, and improving what we have now.
Every time we get this thing out, it breaks.
Yeah.
It's, if I'm gonna take my last ride in this, there's gonna be a tow truck that has to hitch up to it to haul my body. And I guarantee you, this thing is so heavy that it's gonna break the tow truck.
That's our life. That's our life with this thing. And I promise you, everyone that's worked on it, Ed, Will, the Lutzes, they're sick of certain things on it. But Andrew has put in a new tune from S&S Diesel. He's been helping us go through the data and trying to figure out where to smooth it out and where to make corrections. Ed just put in a couple new regulators.
Still yet, it's a mild tune, and we really haven't worked all of the bugs out of it.
Yep.
So we want to like test it here on the street.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
We got our crew over here. We got Ed,
That video. Yeah, it is.
It was.
So I want to get this thing together. Come on in, guys. I want to pretend like we're racing it, right? So it'll be bottles on. The trans brake is disconnected. We're still having a problem with that. So we're gonna have to push it back. You good with that, Irvin?
Good.
Okay. Will, you? Yeah.
You got the juice?
Yeah. Will's got the juice.
Yep.
We'll turn a couple of the 15-pound bottles on in the casket, and that'll be you, Will. And what else do we need to know?
I'm gonna set up this little thing so you guys get the hearse ready. You get suited and booted,
yep,
whatever you need, and then me and Lou are gonna get this little thing set up, and then we'll make a hit.
All right. Well, we're only gonna go like 200 feet, right? Or 300.
All right, yeah.
Or 400.
Well, I don't know where the brakes stop.
If it feels good,
okay.
500.
Okay, yeah, that's what I mean.
Right.
This will tell me.
Right.
This will tell me where you let
And
out.
if my heart's like, maybe 600.
Okay, well,
maybe 660.
Yeah, get 911 ready to press that button. Okay.
Demo speed down.
All right. Yeah, let's get it ready.
Yep.
All right, so what is that?
So this is a data collection GPS, just like Draggy. It's kind of the second to market. Supposedly this is the original data collection GPS unit. Before Draggy took their idea, was first to market, and these guys have come along board. It's a little bit different. It also records autocross tracks, and it's they have a little bit more of an in-depth, more involved social network with the app. I don't use any of that. For all intents and purposes, we use it to see how fast we go, and from what we can gather, it is accurate up to a mile per hour and 100th of a second. So it's right on par with Draggy, if not better. And there's a couple points that people misconstrue about these. They think you can just toss them in the vehicle, throw your phone in there, and it works. And it does, but you really have to, it's a sensitive piece of electronic equipment that is shooting a message up to the satellites, recommunicating back down to it, and so it needs to be set up a certain way. Called P gear. I wish they would change the name. I don't really like the name. It looks a little bit different. This is just the mounting piece that will attach to the windshield, and then this unit is just separate. Your charging point, one button. So
And that's it, huh? All right. Interesting.
I've already downloaded the app. You guys can download the app. It's free. You can check it out if you want to. You can navigate through it. You want this thing to be positioned horizontally. Again, most people don't do that with the Draggy, but you have to do the same thing. It's based upon the same technology.
Okay.
What do you got?
Oh, it's this little P gear.
Okay.
Right, so we don't have Draggy. I have a Draggy, but this is second to market, and these guys are working with us. They sent us a couple free ones, and so we're gonna see if it works.
Okay.
It's supposed to record the data, so you don't mind if it goes in here?
I don't mind.
Okay.
We're not sharing data with the world, are we?
No, this is
I don't want people to know how slow this thing is.
No, this is just ours.
It'd be embarrassing.
Yeah. So, and then let me make sure it's talking to my app.
You're talking out your app, Asian.
I'm talking out my app right now. It's mine. We're gonna connect to it. There's a lot of options here. Again, you can look through this yourself, but it's 8th mile. We're gonna go normal mode. You can select video mode, which allows it to take pictures or a video as well if you set up your phone, but we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna go normal mode. Huh?
I'm camera shy, dude. I don't want to do no video.
Understood.
No video at all.
Understood.
All right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
We're ready to go. There's a little voice that says proceed to test, and it tells us that it's connected and that it's talking to the GPS satellites in outer space. And then man, yeah, you'll just go, and it'll record.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
I hope. I don't know.
You gotta leave the phone in the car?
You have to leave the phone in the car. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right.
Yep, we're ready to go.
Ready to go.
Let me put my earplugs in. Oh, look at the new.
Oh, that's new.
That is new. Yeah.
Damn, that's huge. Oh, we got parachutes on this thing now? Oh yeah. Yeah, turn those bottles on, Will.
All right, Will, turn them on.
Give her a little extra.
Ed,
Hot and ready.
I want you to remind me.
Yeah, we'll get that full drive after the burnout. Where's that coming from?
You don't think so?
You guys tested it the other day?
Yeah.
What it looked like compared to this time?
Man,
Was it on the leave or the big in there?
it was on both.
That would seem better.
This one didn't seem to stall up very well.
Yeah.
For one, and it didn't start eating until about halfway down.
Let's check nitrous, see if it's spraying. It may not be spraying. It seemed like nitrous didn't spray. That's what it seemed like.
That's what it seemed like.
Okay, seemed like nitrous didn't hit. Will?
He turned off the bottle.
A lot softer than last time.
Okay. Oh, it did? Even your pressure?
Yeah, that was a lot softer. Okay. But it didn't break.
It didn't break. It didn't.
We don't know that yet.
Oh, here he comes.
Hell yeah.
You like that?
Yeah, man. How'd it look?
I mean, it looked clean. Looked like a clean pass.
What do you think, Ed?
It looks soft.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, it's soft because it's not turned up yet. right?
It's softer than it was the other day.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Did it feel like the nitrous there?
Yeah, it felt pretty good. You know, I mean, for a test pass on the street, it hooked up pretty good.
It did hook up.
Right.
On asphalt.
It didn't seem like it wanted to stall up very well, and then it didn't really seem like it started eating until you got up on the big end.
You know, with foot brake in it, you know, no trans brake, on a mild tune. I say that we plug in, we hook up with Andrew, have him look at the data, and we'll see.
Yeah. Way up.
Is that what you think? Well, you're used to seeing the farm truck link. This weighs
I need more violence.
twice as much as the farm truck.
Violence.
Right. Any fluids coming out of the bottom or anything?
Just your pants.
I mean,
Drip here and there. Not as bad as it was last time.
I think that's progress, man. We made a pass, we didn't break it. So here's something else. The last time we did this, I couldn't get, we did a 4-wheel drive launch. I couldn't get it out of 4-wheel drive.
Okay.
This time, came right out.
Okay.
So it's progress. I'm happy with it.
Okay.
And we don't have to push it back in the shop,
That's true.
right? So we'll take it back in there,
Okay.
and you'll hook up with Andrew?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm right in there with you.
Yep. No, we're gonna put it away.
That's a tall bar.
Okay.
All right. Lou,
Sir?
would you want to take your last ride in a hot rod hearse or just a regular one?
I mean, definitely a hot rod hearse.
Okay.
That is no question.
All right. Well, I'm creating a list
Oh, okay.
of all the people that want to ride in this thing,
I
take
want
their
it.
last ride, and you know, I think any car guy would want to go in this.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to go right now.
No, I don't want to go right now. I don't want to go right now.
Oh yeah.
God, these doors are so heavy.
That's why it weighs 8,000 pounds. All right, now it's in Asian's hands. Asian and Andrew.
You did a 0 to 60 in 4.2 seconds,
Okay.
right? Which is that's pretty respectable,
Yeah, okay.
right? Like you
Yeah.
consider a Tesla, a brand new
Right.
Tesla does it in 2 seconds,
Right, yeah.
right? So, and then you did a 60-foot time of 2.3, right? So it's a little lazy there,
Yeah.
but we're working without a lot of equipment. So those are the 2 pieces of data that we can collect right now.
Now, is that P gear, is it any better than the other one?
It's better in the way that it collects data. It's better that it tracks GPS more accurately.
Okay, so it's a little bit,
It's a little more
a
accurate.
newer version of it.
It's a newer version.
Okay.
Yep. And so it can also do road course.
Okay.
So if we want to take the farm bird out and do a road course,
That'd be sweet.
it'll actually trace
Oh, really?
our tracks. Yeah.
Cool.
Wow.
So it has to be accurate to do that.
That's cool.
And it's kind of neat, right?
You know
So-
what? I'm going to get the farm bird right
no,
now.
we don't need
No,
to
no,
do
no,
that.
no.
No, we don't need it. We don't. It's okay. We need to make a drag race. Drag race the farmer. So right now, Andrew at SNS is in my remote view. He's on my laptop. We've got it plugged into the hearse. He's checking data. He's gonna be looking at it. Typically, he's talking to me and making funny jokes and talking about lunch and stuff like that. But right now, I know he's a busy man, so I'm trying to avoid taking too much of his time and entertaining me. and he's just going through remote view. He's gonna collect the data. He'll probably call us later, tell us what he sees. Last time he was seeing a drop in, or a fluctuating regulator pressure, so we've replaced the regulators. I hope that fixes it, but I can almost kind of see the same pattern there and there. It's just at a, I don't know how to read the chart, but it's up there rather than down there. Okay, he's saying rail pressure is still low. That was with the new, yes sir, that was with both of them installed. So he's saying he's still identifying low rail pressure, which is causing the fluctuation right there, which is causing that zigzag pattern, I believe. It seems like Farm Truck is bringing it up higher, either in the RPM range or he's making more power, but we're still having the same fuel delivery problem. What else did he send you? Do you know?
The pressure sensor.
That was it?
Yeah.
Okay, pressure sensor and then regulators. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So he's still seeing the same problem, low fuel rail pressure.
Well, looks like Andrew needs to get his ass down here and look at this. I don't know.
Okay.
Nothing's changed.
Okay.
We put in his new regulators. I didn't see, the only thing I saw wrong with one of them, there's a little bit of diesel fuel in the connector.
It looks exactly the same. It's doing the same thing. Good,
does he have a pressure sensor on the supply side? Is that one jumping all around too?
I think there's just one. There's just one here. Whatever's up front here, whichever one you just changed. Because there's 3 pumps.
There's three high pressure pumps, but I didn't know if there was a low pressure sensor.
I don't know that. Andrew will probably be downloading porn on my laptop and blame me later. So we'll see. I don't know. We can trust him, right? Right? We can trust him.
Some of my frustrations are if you pan in and you see thing under this hood.
Wait, let me get it real good.
Yeah, okay, everything under here is a mother. Everything.
I'm sorry that I brought it up.
You asked for this.
I'm sorry. I thought he was gonna go over details.
Everything.
You gotta clock out, Ed. You gotta clock out.
I quit.
No. We need you. Yeah, there's a lot. This whole thing kind of got shoehorned in here and then thrown into Ed's lap.
Yeah.
Ed didn't ask for this.
He's just finding the few small problems. I mean, we'll have a few fuel leaks here and there, a couple oil leaks. The only thing real major was all the transmission stuff we kept working with.
Right.
Trans brake problems,
and it's because everything's
transfer case problems.
Everything's a hybrid, right? Like,
Correct.
even if you took the body off of this thing, you'd still have the same problems.
Correct. Yeah.
Right? Like, this is just the shell. This is the WWE of it all, and under the hood is where the production happens, and it's just all been thrown together. You know, lots of people have been working on this thing that some knew, most knew what they were doing, but the few that didn't had a big role in it. Yeah, there's some things that you can't see that are going on with the chassis due to the hand that we're dealt, right? We tried to do all this on a 3/4 ton chassis, and it's all-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive,
yeah.
Right? That's got a 1-to-1 style of transfer case setup.
What's going on, Andrew? This is Ed.
Hey, a little bit of everything.
Yeah?
A little bit of everything.
Hey, is there a low pressure fuel sensor in here?
There is.
Now, is that one as erratic as the others, or?
No, it looks great.
Okay. So
It's giving us like 30 to 40 PSI supply all the time.
Okay. So we're good on that end.
We're good on that end. And the
There's
pressure
one
sensor is
from the
definitely
pump and there's one on the return. Now that I remember.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I remember those now. Yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause when I was out there last time, we were pulling them out and looking at them and dumping fuel everywhere.
We don't ever have problems with this thing, so we don't ever get it up in the air and work on it.
Right. Yeah.
So
Well,
you kind of forget a lot of.
yes. Yeah. Don't never have problems with it.
No.
Now, Andrew, what kind of underwear are you wearing?
Oh no, hang on a second.
Are you wearing S&S by Calvin Klein?
I've got a bet with AZN. He says you're a tighty whitey man, and I think you're a boxer brief kind of guy.
They are not a boxer brief.
Oh.
Yeah! Damn it! Left this on me, baby!
They're dark blue tighties.
They're S&S diesel blue.
Keeps them balls fresh.
That's right. Yesterday they were extra G red, but I couldn't let anybody know that.
I am recording this conversation, by the way.
That's fine. That's fine.
So you would like me to pull one of the pumps off?
Just the gear pump on the back of the CP3s.
Okay, so you got to pull the CP3 out.
Of all three of them, honestly, or one at a time. So
Okay.
the pictures I sent Asian, I pointed at the gear pump, and the next picture is pointing at the shaft. If it's broke off, that's bad, but we know what to do. If none of those are broke off, then I'm going to keep on scratching my head a little bit longer and try and figure out where in the world we're losing our rail pressure.
Okay. Well, I'll let this thing cool down a while and we can start pulling these pumps off.
Yeah. Yep. And what was I going to say? Oh, if you can pull them off and kind of let them, because those have, since they're reverse rotation pumps, they got hoses on them. They're going to be a bit of a I know you're going to find it hard to believe that working on that hearse is going to be a pain in the rear, but it is. But if you can just let those gear pumps kind of hang off the side and have somebody crank it while you're watching, make sure those drive shafts are actually turning. We have had the nuts come loose on pumps before, and they just stop turning. I really hope that's not the problem for your sake, but actually I hope none of these things are the problem for your sake, but I think that one of them is going to be.
Well, we'll dive into it, and when we find something, we'll give you a call.
All right, sounds good.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Andrew.
Hey, show me this picture of Andrew pointing at his shaft that he sent you.
All right, guys, so we at least wanted to give you guys a sneak peek of where the hearse is at. It's one of the #1 asked questions on where is the hearse. It's a staple vehicle of ours.
It's like, where's Waldo?
Yeah, except we know where it's at. We're just not telling anybody. We hope that you guys stay tuned, watch the show. We'll reveal so much more, the build from beginning to end, and I'm sure that you'll have a full hour of all of the tribulations we had to go through. But for now, there's a little sneak peek for y'all. Stay tuned. We might even release another.
F&A show, Discovery Channel, coming soon. Hey, Farm Truck and Asian here. Thank you for sticking around and watching our YouTube videos.
Since you're a viewer and hopefully a subscriber, drop by our website, okcfarmtruck.com, and use discount code FNA YouTube to get 10% off your next order.
It's our way of saying thank you.